whatsoever. And of course, when it comes down to the great amount of mobility coming in from Todak, I believe that that could be a pretty good chance that they take this game and still single out that 100% blue side win.
Well, game number 5 hovers right over the horizon. We will be witnessing the local legendary legacy of Todak up against the local giant slayers of Monster Vicious. No matter what happens, only one shall emerge victorious and alive to continue their journey in the MPL MY playoffs.
All of that games, all 4 games, boils down to this final moment. And Todak versus MV, with Todak gonna be onto the blue side and MV onto the red side. Both sides are actually starting off onto the red, so they are actually gonna be ending up on the opposite side of one another.
I mean, we'll see how this is going to play out, right? Looking at the emblem so far, looks like they're going with standard procedure here. Wilderness Blessing for both sides. Looks like Zyme Senpai needs to be able to kind of match, if not, go even faster than his opponent in Martizi.
This is a different pathing from the jungler or Uni.
Wait, hold on. You guys opted to go for common emblem this time around. Huh. Didn't want to go for assassin emblem. It looks like he just wants to have a stable laning phase.
I think that is important. They don't want to go too all in at this stage. Todak understands the stakes that are here. Yeah, if Chiku just outright wins lanes, then they win. But if he doesn't, with an emblem setup like that, it turns things more difficult than they need to be.
Oh, they're gonna have to take their time here. First interaction might just happen.
There we go. Oh, nice freeze on the side step boy. And the guiding winds pulls Uni in for the first blood.
That's too fast. I don't think that there's any way for him to actually react and thinking that, yo, the Alpha's just gonna be flying in.
Yeah, it's either you react fast or you just game sense like pre-flicker on that one. It's a little tough to say. But, well, unfortunately, that's going to be first blood for MV. The Todak fans will have to hope that Todak bounces back from this one. We've seen them do it before, so I'm not too worried about it. But in terms of like where the lane is so far skewing, so far Chiku guys having a much better time.
This first turtle timing gonna be very important. Uni already on it. Yanlord not level 4 yet, but gets the taunt in time. Momo flickers in, final slash on 2. Zion gets the turtle away. Uni with Spear of Alpha able to dash out to safety. Meanwhile, Zeno zoning them out to make sure the Alpha is not jumped on. No casualties, but Todak with the first objective.
0 casualties from both sides. Todak went in with the objective of taking out a turtle. They got it. But of course, I'm pretty sure that Todak would love to actually pop the Pride of Ice. But Martizi, he did manage to get himself flickering away to kind of make sure that he still have got a
Oh, here comes the TP. Here comes the TP. They're not going to do it on the back push because at least
Yellow showed himself.
I mean, it's fine. They just want to get the plating for Chiku, guys. They want to extend his lead even further. Because Martizi, unfortunately, he ended up missing 2 minions on his way back because of the fast clear. And now that they rotated to the bottom side, Ruff can't even contest for the wave. He just has to let it be pushed in.
A kill would be a bonus, but that's not the goal. As now the guiding wins, Herkung Eagle pulls them into Yanlord. Avatar Guardian going to be used onto the bot lane. And once again, no kills here.
Quick disengage. They understand that Monster Vicious is definitely going to be pretty darn scary with the fact that Alpha plus Matilda, these 2 combinations is pretty scary. And so Todak, I think that what they want to do is just kind of wait it out until that Bruno is really there, right? Because he picked up his Heart's Claws. I think he's pretty much on his way to be able to be unlocked enough to kind of get himself around the lane.
I think he's okay. I think if Chiku guys was being real greedy, he would have gone for the Berserker's Fury first to like kind of guarantee that, guarantee that damage. And I think that's when Todak is really going to put their foot on the gas. For now, it's not only just the lack of damage, it's more so we need to wait for the first items to start rolling about, especially for even like people like Zyme Senpai. They need that glowing wand online.
The diversion play in bot, they're identifying timings. They're thinking Monster Vicious wants to go for the lane cut, but MV didn't do that, which means that Todak wasn't able to find anything out of that play.
Is there anything too out of the ordinary for either one of these 2 teams? Like, are we... because I'm used to them being aggressive.
Final slash on Martizi, but not enough follow-up. Zyme Senpai is too far, so no kill in the mid lane for Todak.
Yeah, but he's just trying to swag on him for now. I think that Todak can actually drag this out, or honestly, with the final slash, it would by now should have like, what, a 25-second cooldown? So if they drag this out long... Oh,
that's a big Filipino right into their jungle. Jumps on top of Momo. Yanlord taunting Martizi. Zyme Senpai looking for the angle, but Uni has already got the turtle. Martizi has to flicker out. Ruff wins a 1v1 against Chiku in the bot lane. And the Spear of Alpha pushes Yanlord back into the side of MV. Momo cannot save him, but Avatar the Guardian, is it enough to get him out? Looks like the answer is yes. Xeno flickers. So close!
1 HP, literally 1 HP. That's so sad. And I think the worst part is the fact that despite everything that has happened in that match, Ruff finding that kill onto Chiku guys, I think that Chiku guys unfortunately probably got caught with his pants down and didn't purify the displacement effect. But for now, he's just going to have to go back to that farming phase.
Honestly, the Mathilda allies plus the combination of Zero just going in is absolutely bonkers, right? Todak, they're gonna have to expect it unexpected now.
Hey, yo.
Eagle, Nova, not gonna jump into the tower. That's probably the best idea. As we can see the pressure coming in now, Ruff has the lead. MV are gonna make sure he keeps it.
Yeah, and you can tell that even Monster Vicious, the way they're positioning themselves like closer towards the river line, just to ensure that they have this chance against them. Monster Vicious, at the very least. Oh, he T2 boots! That's how he won!
Bruno gonna get knocked up, has Purify. Uni now stuck under the tower, taunted. Can they save him? No guiding wins. Uni's gone. Ruff follows because he's way too far in front. And Todak turns it around in the bot lane.
The 4-1 split that I always wanted to see, and now that the top lane is pretty much free and open, that pretty much leaves that Momo that will just be gonna be going all around, and of course be able to assist Chiku guys. I wouldn't be surprised that Todak actually kind of make a complete 180 change and just become the aggressors from this point onwards instead, since both of the T2s and the side lanes are taken down already.
Not until I see Berserker's Fury onto Chiku guys, right? Like as much as I'm Senpoi needs that glowing wand, Chiku guys needs to have that Berserker's Fury. There it is. It's online for this turtle. Now the full fight is gonna happen. Just need to wait for Yanlord's ult.
Oh, Random Eagle very deep. Pulls Xeno in once again as Yanlord deals with Ruff in the backline. Side still's waiting for the opportunity to go in and finish off Ruff and gets the double kill on top of it. Avatar the Guardian cuts off Nova. Chiku guys gets traded by Xeno because he's really, really deep. Let's see if Xeno can get out. Martizi will be able to recall. Zayed, Xeno. That's gonna be a dead Phobius at this point, and Zayed gets the snipe killing spree.
They're getting destroyed here. They're getting eaten up both sides. Monster Vicious does not want to let this go against Todak, but it's starting to look a little desperate here as Todak are just winning this war of attrition.
Honestly, I did mention that I'm not surprised for Todak to just kind of turn things around, but what did I expect is Chiku guys isn't exactly the main deal of them winning the fight, because Chiku has been zoned out by Xeno the entire fight. So that was just hands down Yanlord, Time Senpoi, Zayed, as well as Momo that dealt with the main two kills from the side of Monster Vicious.
Yeah, I mean, Uni, he's down 2 levels against Zayed so far, and even Ruff, right? He doesn't even have that second item already complete. I mean, now he's got a secondary limit side complete. Oh.
Final slash on Xeno. He doesn't mind. He's gonna be able to catch out Chiku. Circling Eagle comes out. Chiku guys is already gone. Avatar Guardian lands pretty well. Breaks the passive on Martizi, and Zayed jumps in for the mega kill. Takes him off. Gonna follow up on Nova. Kumar, double kill for Suyo. Triple kill for Zayed. Will he get the Maniac? Yes, he does. And Momo takes the tower so he gets out alive. Uni is here. He wants the Savage, but he's not gonna push the envelope. He got what he was looking for.
Come on, you're brave. Nah, they're still dancing around. Not gonna give him that Savage just yet. But my God, Todak, they are in full control, and Zayed, he's not going down without a fight. 4K goal lead, 9-5 the kill score, 8 minutes into this game.
Zayed. That was quite an impeccable play from that Suyo. Boy, oh boy. Piloted it well, and even when it comes down to just diving under the turret, he knows far very well. S1 gives me the iframe, or rather, just kind of untargetable, and just kind of switches focus back over to Momo.
Just making sure that you can dance around your opponents is already great enough, and I think that MV, at this point of time, it's just a matter of scaling, right? Xeno is actually doing so much work, but there's so much healing going on that is dragging out this fight. It really doesn't help that Momo just slows him down with his mini stuns.
And Lord not able to taunt anyone. Diversion comes in on the mid brush. MV going to spot it out and start playing a bit more defensively to try and reset this Lord. This next fight going to be a pivotal one because MV already 4K behind compared to Todak. You're gonna scout things out. Circling Eagle on top of Zion Simpoy. Pulls in Zeno once again on top of Loyi, but he's being caught out by Zayed. Stopped. Uni versus Yan Lord. Oh, beautiful fight! A slash flicker backline! Catches Ruff and Martisi, but now Todak is too separated! They're getting disemboweled one by one! You guys finally finishes off Zeno in the backline, but they've already lost too much. Purify gonna be used. Zayed! Zayed stops them! Double kill for Chiku, but he gets shut down, and now Uni catching up! Double kill for both junglers! Team wipe on Todak! The turnaround has happened again!
Oh my god.
Ambitious!
The sustain coming out from Monster Vicious. Nova X Kobar is online, and Uni was able to power through the damage. What is his item build? Don't tell me he's got a Brute Force breastplate in there.
This guy who was below of Zayed, and now he's just kind of getting himself right back into the game again. Todak had a good amount of gold lead, but MV, they're reclaiming everything that they have lost. And in fact, they're probably wanting to get every single one of these T1s as much as possible.
Dear Lord. And even Zeno, really great eye of opportunity, putting Zyme...
Final flash on the Novak's Kobar, circling Eagle. He actually manages to dash out, and Yan Lord is the one trapped instead. Ruff gets another kill.
They gotta keep pushing the advantage here. The T1s are going to fall, and Todak must split apart if they want to have influence over this map. Zayed on bot side, he's gonna give on over his orange buff, but they gotta defend on top side too.
He does have a Brute Force breastplate.
He actually does.
God damn it,
Queen's
no wonder.
Wings, Brute Force breastplate, as well as a War Axe.
This man is a survivor.
He is a survivor, and at the same time, there's only one person with anti-heal, but it worked out well, right? It worked out really, really well. Might be the lowest in terms of gold income. There we go. There we go. The Winter Crown already purchased. Like, it really... Oh, what? He misses the Spear of Alpha. Oh, God.
Tardy Guardian to cut things off. Zayed doing a lot of damage, but not quite enough to finish off Uni. He's got Queen's Wings.
Get out, get out!
Can they get away?
Oh.
A four-man teleport save by Zion Senpai.
Jeez.
You have always seen the aggression from the diversions, but it's not always and not every day you get to see them retreating with it.
Beam me up. Tractor beam me out of here. They got Martisi and as well as Zeno's Flicker off of that. And this is great because they won't have it. In about 48 seconds is when we expect the next neutral fight to happen for the Lord, and they're not going to have their battle spells.
A calculated bait, if you ask me. They're preparing themselves to land Monster Vicious' run right into them, and here we have Zion Simpoy. Let's get ourselves kind of out of here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
He does also get the Wishing Lantern, which is going to go great against Zeno at this point in time, because I think Zeno has just been like the biggest nuisance for both Chiku and as well as Zyme, completely cutting them off from these fights.
Yeah, he's really been stepping up for this game, honestly. He's really just making sure that, yeah, Chiku's not around to fight, and especially when he's being supplemented by Nova Escobar, that Matilda allies with Zeno going in. Boy, oh boy, I don't think that anything is just going to be stopping him, especially since, as a Phobias, your problem is to land your passive.
At this point of the game, a single mistake will skew the entire gold advantage. There's still enough towers standing for both teams that even if they lose a fight, the game isn't over, but control over it. Oh, diversion. Zayed in the back line. He's gonna look for Ruff. Lord dropping low. He jumps on Martini. The quick final splash is gonna be enough. The freeze comes out. Yeah, Lord gonna be the first one picked up, but Ruff has already been traded away. Meanwhile, Chiku versus Gino in the back line.
Somebody get rid of him!
Zayed is going crazy! Triple kill for the Suyo! Uni somehow surviving the burn, but the damage is done. This is what we were talking about. Todak with a definitive win, going for the inhibitor now.
Oh my goodness, it's too late. They lose an inhibitor off of this play, and now Chiku guys can do what he wants with that Lord. Zeno has to chase him down, has to win this fight, and he wasted it. Loses his flicker again. This is a Lord secure for Todak. What a play.
Oh man. This Suyo needs to be respected. The diversion into the backline on him alone. MP did not suspect a thing.
I don't understand. He was so low already. He was so low, but Ruff exploded in the middle of that fight. They had nobody else who had strong enough auto attacks because dropping an ability, that animation would get you killed. this is very stressful. Both sides 15-13, the closest game we've seen so far in the series.
Yeah, and could literally go any way at this point in time. In fact, this auto replay would really be able to tell us quite a bit of what pretty much went on, with Ruff being the first person to be taken down since Yenlord initiated on him and found that opportunity. From that point on, it's just pretty much Zion understands that, okay, they've created an avenue for me and just gonna be sliding right in and out.
Oh, it's getting real scary now. Because now they're going to be pushing with the Luminous Lord. This could be the final push of this game to secure Todak a spot in that upper bracket.
Are we about to witness the end game right here? Lord is pushing in bottom. Mid inhibitor is already gone. Todak still full HP at full strength. Meanwhile, we see Uni jumping in. We see Ruff able to go back and regen. The Lord has been cleared up. There's no minions. They're trying to click the crystal, but they're not able to do it. There's no minions. Todak is getting wiped out by Monster Vicious in their face. Double kill for Ruff. Chiku guys gets the shutdown. Wind of nature from Ruff. It allows him to stay alive. Only 2 survivors on both teams, but Monster Vicious holds.
God damn, Ruff played that pixel perfect. Pixel perfect. Nothing less than perfect would have been enough to survive that, and they sacrificed 3 of their members, trade equally against a Todak who had the lead and the Lord. A beautiful defense coming in from Monster Vicious's side.
Definitely Todak wanted to end it once and for all. It is a gamble, but regardless, the gamble is not exactly entirely unfruitful, considering the fact that they have a middle lane and the bottom lane inhibitor. It's either you try it now or you try it later, especially since the Lord is going to be popping down in the bottom side. You do have a naturally pushing lane in the bottom and the mid. Technically, you're gonna have to find a way to eventually clear the top lane in order to play the macro game.
Oh, so far, even the audience, the Todak fans, starting the chant to give them that energy that they need. And now, you just don't want to walk out of your base. There's too much global presence here for the side of Todak, and there's no need to actually walk outside anymore.
One thing's for sure, both teams are truly playing with their lives on the line right now. They know victory and defeat here will cost them a chance at M6. They're not willing to let go of even a single instance. MV, they're on the back foot, but a defense like that has allowed them to even up the gold once again.
17 minutes in, completely neck and neck, and this game would go entirely down the wire. The only difference is Todak does have inhibitor turrets taken down, and with naturally pushing lanes, Monster Vicious, they are the one that will be on a timer, and they can't necessarily stay around the Lord Pit for too long of a period.
Well, this could be the moment right here. Backdoor is possible here, but the mid lane going to get shoved in pretty fast.
They have to answer.
They got to do something about this. Like, Monster Vicious unfortunately can't just drag out this fight. They're going to have to give this Lord.
Unless Uni does something.
Momo jumps in, Zai jumps in, Uni so low, Zeno as well, but here comes the rest of MV, a beautiful Frigid Glacier, and Zion is gonna kill him for up. Chiku guys trades for Uni, both jumpers got Chiku guys, gets the Lord, and now Todak just needs to escape. They have to run, Martisi misses, they find Chiku guys, but he dashes over the wall, Wind of Nature on Ruff, keeps him alive. Here comes Momo once again, stunning them, saving Chiku. He sacrifices himself to keep his goal laner alive.
Oh, the margins are so thin here. People are willing to sacrifice themselves for the sake of the game. This is really down to the wire. Even Monster Vicious, really great fight overall, but Todak, in terms of the macro decision making, it's just better.
The Lord, unfortunately, still goes over the side of Todak. So even if MV did manage to get Zion and Momo down, which is currently on a dev timer, MV gonna have to clear this fast enough before Todak comes in and reinforce this Lord.
Yep, and honestly, they're doing good moves here, right? Ruff has great wave clear, does really well against the Lord, especially when it pops down that entropy. He just needs to slow it down so that everybody else stalls their waves, and then they don't have a synchronized push because Todak are not at full fighting strength.
It looked risky to go that far to clear the Lord, but Monster Vicious knew what resources Todak had at their disposal, and the earlier they get rid of it, the less they have to worry about it getting close to the crystal. We are 19 minutes in, the kill score is 19-18. It is still anyone's game.
Unfortunately, even with that quote-unquote win in terms of numbers in the bottom lane, or rather in the Lord's Pit, it doesn't really quite get Monster Vicious out of the woods just yet. They do have a little bit of gold advantage, but at this point in time, the gold advantage is not that big of a deal anymore. It's all about the objectives. They still have got 2 inhibitor turrets down onto their side, while Todak, they have tier 2s, middle lane, and the bottom lane. What would really work for Monster Vicious is that they gonna have to find that opportunity where they get themselves a nice wipeout over the Todak and just run it down in middle lane.
I don't know, but it's got to be like an honest fight here. Most of the time, Todak kind of push them into that corner, make them choose between a rock and a hard place. And unfortunately, I mean, Monster Vicious have done their best at this point, but all of these small little victories and these decisions are starting to pile up on them. And you can tell by just the current game state. 2 missing inhibitors at this point. It's not like they have much of a choice unless you see Todak make a significant mistake.
MV, they gotta do something. They gotta have to be the one that engages, considering the fact that Todak just gonna have to play it slow and steady. They've got the priority of the Lord. Bottom and mid, once again, it's just free for them. They can just gonna wait it out and wait for MV to actually address these lanes. And then, boom, we can just pretty much go in with a numbers advantage.
One thing's for sure, the gold laners are in very crucial positions right now. And everyone else is just a body to throw in front of the opponent to let Ruff or Chiku continue dishing out their DPS. Zayed and Uni are good sources of secondary damage, but theirs don't really add up to too much at this point. Their only goal is to secure the Lord. And speaking of, it just came back.
Yeah, but now they've got a bit of a push here. Notice that Zayed is on that top side. He wants to break that very last inhibitor, but Monster Vicious has a choice to make.
They're gonna try and blitz it here. They know Zai's not around. Final Slash finds Zeno. He doesn't mind too much. He's just buying time. Diversion play into the base. Chiku is in the base. He got teleported with the minion wave. It's the backdoor play by Todak. And the crystal is wide open. The longer the backdoor returns once again to deny